Hey, and welcome to another episode of 365 Thoughts on Confidence. This is episode 318, and we're talking about the game of wits with your will. My name is Abigail, and I'm the go-to girl for women's confidence, and this is the channel where we hang out and talk about all things relating to our confidence so that we can shine the light of awareness of it, so that we can then actually take some action towards doing something about it. So if you want to do something about your confidence, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Episode 318, let's take a look at what the wise little book says. Your ability to achieve is often just a game of wits with your will. I actually love this thought on confidence because it is so freaking true, and it is so true for me right now. We can set ourselves goals, we can set ourselves targets, we can dream big, we can create the vision board, we can do all of the things to get that picture of what we want and how it's going to feel when we have it. We can do all of that, like all of that pre-taking action work, yes, easily done. I know that I have a tendency perhaps to spend too much time there, like paralysis, rather, where I am doing all the planning, and then never actually taking any steps towards making this thing become real. And that's because it's daunting, and that's because, what if I fail? And that is your will and your ego starting to play mind games with you. And so if we go into this whole exercise, whatever the goal is, however big, however small, realizing that it is just a game. It is a game. It's one big experiment just to see what happens. And I've spoken about this before, and I really love this approach to any challenge of treating it like an experiment just to see what happens. Treat it like a game, like what's the worst that could happen? And then taking that a step further is to start to outwit your will, because if you're going on willpower alone, it's going to be a long and tedious, and it's going to feel like you're swimming upstream, that it's a lot harder than it needs to be. So if we can counter that by outwitting our will, like fooling our ego into thinking that it is winning, when in actual fact, behind the scenes, you know that you're doing something to outwit it and you've actually got the upper hand. That's how we can make this whole experience flow with ease, how you can reach your targets and your goals and your dreams with fun and enjoyment and, excitement about how it's all going to unfold. And for me, that outwitting of your will is about making it easy, choosing to make it easy, and you make it easy by the choices of the actions that you're going to take. So instead of trying to, tackle whole big chunky pieces all in one go, rather slimming it down to bite-sized chunks. And I've spoken about, small daily actions regularly here on these videos, but that's because that's the secret weapon. That's the secret weapon that the most successful people in the world are using. And it's not that big of a secret, to be honest. It's not rocket science. It's about slimming things down. Like, as an example, I love rusks. Rusks, you dunk it in your coffee or your tea, but they're really difficult to eat because they're big, and it's just not an elegant process of eating a rusk. And so what would make more sense is to break it up, like crush it up, get a, wooden spoon and smack that thing and get it into smaller bite-sized chunks and eat those instead, and dunk it, a dainty little piece, into your tea or coffee and then pop it into your mouth. Same thing with outwitting your will, outwitting your ego. If you want to achieve anything in life or business, break it down into the most tasty morsels of action items that you possibly can. The kind of action items that you actually look forward to doing, because when you look forward to doing them, they become easy to do. And if you do enough of those consistently over a period of time, eventually you'll look back and say, look what I built, or look what I did, look what I achieved, because you broke it down into small enough chunks that you actually enjoyed the process. So that's the big secret. That's my big secret. I'm putting it into practice every day lately, and it's really working. Following the bliss, like I said in yesterday's video, follow what feels good, follow what feels fun, outsource what doesn't if you can, and otherwise break it down into the tastiest little morsels of action items. Your confidence will thank you for it, and that goal that you're setting out to achieve will thank you for it. Let me know how it goes in the comments down below, and if this video resonates for you today, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications button, share it with a friend. Whatever you do next, do it consciously, do it confidently, and outwit your will. One tiny morsel at a time.